Something happened in the sports world that made even seasoned collectors stop and stare. A single object took center stage. It was not a trophy, not a jersey, not a game ball. Just a card. But this card had the power to freeze an entire auction room. When it surfaced, every eye locked on it. The air felt electric. People knew they were looking at something they might never see again. As bids started to fly, numbers shot higher and higher, leaving everyone wondering just how far this could go. The reason for all this excitement? Inside its frame sat two legends, captured forever. This was the 2007-8 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection Dual Logoman Autographs card, featuring Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. On its face, you find both their signatures, two authentic autographs side by side, written by hand. Beneath them, two NBA logo patches taken straight from jerseys the stars wore on the court. It is the only card of its kind. No reprints, no parallels, no second chances to own it. When Heritage Auctions unveiled it at their Summer Platinum Night event, collectors and investors from around the world turned their attention to that single piece of cardboard. Bidding opened strong, but it was only the beginning. Each new offer pushed the stakes higher, setting off a battle that felt more like a heavyweight title fight than a sale. When the final gavel fell, the room sat in stunned silence. The card had sold for $12.932 million. Not only was it the most anyone had ever paid for a sports card, it had surpassed the previous record holder, a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle card that sold for $12.6 million. The ceiling for modern cards had just been raised higher than ever before. Why did this particular card command such a price? Part of the answer lies in the timing. Kobe Bryant's untimely passing in 2020 transformed him from superstar into cultural icon. Michael Jordan, already celebrated worldwide, remains the gold standard for greatness. To see them both represented on the same artifact creates a rare kind of gravity. It feels less like memorabilia and more like a bridge between eras. Jordan mentored Bryant and often spoke of him like a younger brother. This card turns that connection into something tangible, permanently linking their legacies. Interestingly, the card's condition is graded only PSA 6, which for most collectibles might limit value. But when a card is truly one of one, condition fades into the background. As Chris Ivey of Heritage Auctions noted, there is no comparison to make. You cannot upgrade, cannot wait for another, cannot replace what exists. For the buyer, that fact alone made it priceless. The winner has chosen to stay anonymous, which adds even more mystique. Somewhere, in a private vault or behind a display case, the card now rests under careful protection. It is treated not as cardboard, but as art. Instead of brush strokes, it carries ink from two of the greatest players in history and fabric that once saw NBA action. Its worth now extends beyond money. It represents the meeting point of two dynasties and two generations of fans. It is a conversation starter, a centerpiece, and for many, a dream that one person got to realize. This sale is also a sign of how far the collecting world has come. For decades, most record-setting memorabilia came from the vintage era. Ruth's bats, Robinson's contracts, Mantle's rookie cards. Now, carefully crafted modern pieces with intentional scarcity are matching and surpassing those classics. The hobby has evolved into an investment category where cultural weight matters just as much as nostalgia. The buyer here was not just chasing sentiment, they were acquiring a cultural artifact with potential future appreciation. As more institutional money flows into collectibles, this sale could serve as a benchmark that influences valuations for years. Some even argue it marks the moment modern collecting officially stepped into the big leagues of alternative assets. But beyond the money, there is emotion. For fans, this card is a time machine. It brings back Jordan's championship runs and Bryant's clutch performances. It recalls late-night games, impossible shots, and moments when basketball felt almost mythic. Owning this card is like holding a piece of that magic in your hands. The sale set social media ablaze. Commenters gawked at the number, cracked jokes about needing multiple mortgages to compete, and marveled that something so small could be worth so much. Even skeptics admitted that there is no other piece quite like it. This card is the definition of irreplaceable. Its impact will not stop here. Collectors holding other rare dual autograph or Logoman cards are likely re-evaluating their own treasures. Auction houses may see a wave of high-end consignments as people test the market. And for ordinary collectors, the sale offers inspiration. Many start with inexpensive cards, work their way up, and dream of one day owning a Grail piece. This record proves that the dream is alive. The future now feels wide open. Could another card break this record? Some think a LeBron James triple Logoman card could challenge it. Others believe the next big number may come from game-worn shoes or jerseys tied to historic moments. Whatever happens next, this sale sets the bar that all others will chase. There is something fitting about Jordan and Bryant sharing the top spot in the hobby. Both men spent their careers chasing perfection, refusing to settle for second place. Even in the world of collectibles, they remain on top. This story is about more than dollars. It is about the way sports moments echo through time. It is about the bond between athlete and fan, strong enough to move mountains and markets. It is about creativity in the hobby, where a card can become both an artwork and an asset. Most of all, it is about legacy. The Jordan-Bryant card is not just a purchase, it is a monument. A reminder that greatness can be captured, preserved, and passed down. That is why it will keep inspiring conversation long after the auction lights fade. If this story had you on the edge of your seat, hit like before the next collector outbids you. Share it with someone who thinks sports cards are still pocket change. And subscribe so you never miss the next record-shattering moment that proves a simple card can make the world stop and watch.